and welcome to another Tech Sideline video. We are recording today on Tuesday, August 26th from the Tech Solutions studio located in the Virginia Tech Corporate Research Center. Remember to like, subscribe, and refer the show to a friend. I'm Cody Wagner, and producing the show, as always behind the scenes, is our Director of Media, Nick Brown. Earlier today, Brent Pry spoke to the media, ranging a whole number of topics. No, he did not have a comment on Taylor Swift's engagement with Travis Kelce. Unfortunate. Well, let's talk about Pry's comments now. Over the weekend, starting linebacker and captain Caleb Woodson was charged with a DWI. Here's Brent Pry's response to how the situation is going to be handled by the football program.
Yeah, obviously that's there's been a lot of discussions over the last few days regarding this matter, very serious matter. And there's certainly internal program consequences at play, measures at play. And then the university's policy, the athletic department policies, we're committed to seeing that out. And as far as his play this weekend, that's yet to be determined.
Brent Pry went on to say that they stripped him of his captain status, but that Woodson could eventually earn it back. Moving along, later in the press conference, Brent Pry talked about Tomas Rimac and how he'll be starting at left guard and Montavious Cunningham at right tackle. This big news for the program. Here's why Pry decided to make that decision.
Yeah, we're still working through, the best five and where they play. Tomas has a ton of snaps at guard, and that was a factor in things. I like what he's done at tackle, but I also like what Montavious has done out there. He's got a ton of snaps at tackle. So we got flexibility in that front five. Where we have to continue to build depth is after Muskrat and after Brody Meadows, we got a bunch of younger guys that we need to have come on. And they're getting better. They're just, they're not where they need to be quite yet. Based
on the depth chart just released, Takai Heath is expected to be the starting slot receiver, and here's why he earned that spot.
Yeah, he's one of those quick, fast guys. Good ball skills. He's elusive. He's confident. As a defensive play caller, you try and match somebody up on that slot that could play him man-to-man and place him underneath coverage in that area. It's hard to do with him. He's very shifty. He's got quick feet. He's got a nice way about being elusive and running his routes. He's still not very big. I worry about that sometimes. He's not a big guy. He's put some weight on. He's gotten stronger, but he needs another cycle of investing in this thing. And I'm excited about the year he can have for us.
Brent Pry spoke about the importance of depth at the linebacker position and how there was really great concern over the offseason. Listen in.
I'm pleased with the depth at that position. It was a big area of concern going into the transfer portal. You had Caleb, you had J.K. And, to go out and first of all, take an outside backer in Caleb Spencer, who really had played a lot of safety in his career, played outside backer for us, move him in, have him learn that to provide depth as well. And then we were hoping to go out there and get a inside linebacker to complement him. So we're recruiting Santiago, we're recruiting Michael Short, and we just stayed hard on both of them in hopes we'd get one, and we got both. And it's a credit to Coach Adibi, Coach Sifkas, relentless recruitment. And, those guys have come in and gotten better each and every mini camp, which is what they needed to do. They weren't ready when they got here, but they're both talented in their own way. I think those two coupled with Caleb Spencer, I feel good about our depth there.
Bowling Green transfer running back Terrion Stewart was spotted last week in a boot. Here's what Brent Pry had to say about his preseason camp.
I think this week will be really important for him. I don't want to rush him out there if he's not ready. He's had what I would say is an average camp. And I wish we felt a little better about it. But if he could amp it up and have a great week, then we could roll him out there. He's certainly talented. I'm excited about what he brings to our program. It's just, is he ready for us to go win with him right now?
The Hokies head coach was asked about the problem that is LaNorris Sellers and how Tech will be able to handle South Carolina's star quarterback.
Here's what Pry had to say. Yeah, he's, first of all, I think the hype surrounding LaNorris is accurate. You watch the Clemson game, you watch the Missouri game. I mean, this guy just, whether he's throwing it and certainly doing it with his legs, he's very hard to tackle. He's got great field presence. He's a great competitor, and he's got tremendous size. He's an impressive athlete. And I remember when he was coming out, I believe he was committed somewhere else and flipped to South Carolina. And everybody was kind of curious about what type of player, what type of quarterback he was going to be. But they've done a great job with him. He's a pretty special guy. Obviously, we have to have a plan for him.
In the lead up to the 2025 season, Brent Pry has mentioned becoming better in certain situations. Today, he was asked to delve further into which situations he wanted to see improvement. Here's how he responded.
We've doubled down on red zone. We've doubled down on 2-minute before the half and before the game. And we've doubled down on clock management, clock timeout management. We've had a lot of situations throughout spring, throughout camp, a lot of discussions. When you think about how important red zone is, and you think about how important 2-minute is, so to spend more time, invest more time there, create more situations, more learning opportunities for our staff and our players, it made too much sense. So I do feel we're in a better place that way.
Before we get out of here, this video is sponsored by the Hokie Way. The Hokie Way is pleased to present a unique concert opportunity on August 30th, the night before Virginia Tech football's season's opening game against South Carolina. A performance featuring OAR at the Tabernacle in Atlanta. This exciting concert is a private event for Virginia Tech alumni, fans, supporters, and friends. Buy one ticket, get the second one half off. Visit thehokieway.org/concert to get in on this special event. Well, folks, we'd like you to stick with us the rest of the week as we get you ready for the upcoming 2025 football season. Hokies opening game coming up against South Carolina on Sunday. We'll get you ready for that with all this content on Tech Sideline. For Nick Brown, I'm Cody Wagner saying goodbye, and we'll talk to you soon.